Hey, we are live. We are live. And it is going to be one of those nights. We haven't really been doing the show very regular. The summertime audience has been kind of lacking. So we're just going to do a little update show here for you. I don't even know if my co-hosts are going to make it. Sim actually said he's real busy, doesn't think he's going to make it. And Brian said he may have a friend coming over. So, hey, if you are hanging out and you are in the chats, sound off if you're there, so I can say hi to you. Anyways, I have a kitten with me today. This is Vanilla Bean. Say hi, Vanilla Bean. So why are you sticking my face in the camera? Why? Yes, Vanilla Bean is a super runt. He is way too small for how old he is. So I basically have brought him in and been keeping an eye on him full time, trying to force feed him, make sure he eats plenty of food and gets plenty of water and stays healthy and clean. So he will be a very big and healthy cat when he's all grown up. But yeah, I named him Vanilla Bean because he looks kind of like a vanilla bean to me. Anyway, so how's everyone doing today? Everyone everyone having a good day? Doing fun stuff? Anybody got any good adventures going on that I should hear about? Seriously, drop a comment in the chat. I am probably going to dump the link. If there's people in the chat that want to come in, I'll dump the link to the show. You guys can drop in, talk about your projects. That'd be all good. So it is, at least I got my volume working. I was worried about that. So this is me doing all the things at once because I am working the show alone. So let's talk about things going on. I got a cat running around on the desk. If I seem like I'm busy, he's trying to maneuver his way into the floor so he can run around wild while I'm distracted. Cat, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? So Captain Love, Chapter 3. I can't wait to share Chapter 3 with you guys. There is so much going on in Chapter 3 that it's just going to be like everything you expect from Captain Love. It's going to be so awesome. We got Henry is the illustrator on Chapter 3, and he is doing Henry Ponciato, and he's doing great work. It is just, it's all coming together. And oh, baby, don't fall. It's all coming together. And then Heartless, the hey, what's up, Pops? What is going on? It says here, it says Frank Forte has a book called Warlash ends Saturday. I'm thinking he meant Saturday, but I'm still laughing at his spelling. Saturday. It's like it's Saturday. It's the true day of Sat. So that's good. So Warlash, trying to book him on shows. Well, have him reach out to me, man. We'll try to. Well, Saturday is going to be kind of late, but he should have had him reached out to me. I would have got him on the night. We didn't have a guest, so we were just going to do updates. I really have the summer. I haven't been pushing with it too hard with the show and whatnot. So and I really hate having to track people down. If people want to be on the show, they can contact me. I mean, it makes it pretty awesome, right? So Pop says he's trying to book him on shows. So anybody else who's doing a show, Pop's got a guy for you. Seriously, Pops, I would have him if he's available now. Tell him to come on in. I'll drop a link and everybody can run in and chat it up and whatever. Pops has got his Kickstarter for him right here. Is the guy shy, or does he like work a full-time job or something? You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, I am going to drop the link for this show here in the chat. So if you are watching right now and you want to come in the show and hang out or talk about your project or whatever, let me know. Just click the link. I'll see you, and we shall bring you in. You know what I mean? And you're going to hear the kitten scream. See, scream, kitten. Scream. Scream. Meow. 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 I can put you back in the pet carrier. Anyway, so then there's the Heartless series. The Heartless series is one that I am very excited about. It's going to be super awesome. What are you doing, you little troublemaker? It is coming together super good. Pat Maxton, aka Doodlebags, is doing the illustrations on it, and he's doing a terrific job. The characters and everything is just coming together really, really well. I don't know how much I want to say about that right now. It is probably going to be available for crowdfunding. I think, though, we're going to be doing a $30 price point on the book when we crowdfund it, Heartless book, because it's going to have 72 pages. And it's going to be a situation where you, to get a book, you have to donate a book. So it'd basically be buy one and donate one, and you'll get sent one. And then one will go to either a soldier or a boys' home kid or a kid in juvenile hall, or some guy in a recovery halfway house, or a prisoner, you know what I mean? Basically, people who can get some use out of the books will be getting the book. So that's, so buy one, donate one kind of thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I specify who you could donate to? I mean, that just seems like a hassle for people. You know what I mean? Like, they may not care. Then again, they may say, I want to donate to a soldier. I want to send my book to a soldier, and I want to send my book to a prisoner. I want to send my book to a guy in a halfway house, in recovery. That might be specific. It might be a motivator for somebody. What do you guys think? Tell me in the chat. If you're watching later, tell me in the comments below. But yeah, Heartless is a story of a guy who is basically a demon fighter. So if you like, monster books, if you like horror, if you like, religious mythology, you are going to really dig Heartless, because it has all those elements. It is a book. Heartless is main character is Christian Hart. He is a former special forces. The book starts out he's still special forces, but really the Heartless character ends up being former special forces, and basically he develops his superpower, which basically is, the more he's in touch with the Holy Spirit, the more he is in sync with getting stuff done. So like, he'll have the strength of Samson to some degree. He'll have extra timing. Eventually probably the wisdom of Solomon might be available to him. Things like that, you know what I mean? Where the mythos that exists within the religion will be applied to his character through his supernatural actions. So anyway, the link to this stream is in the chat. So if you want to click the link and come and talk about your project, click that link. It is totally available to you right now. I'll bring you in and you could talk about it. We could talk about what you guys think about the whole Batman DC controversy going on right now. The Harley Quinn television show is a little bit over the top by itself, and I guess they were going to have Batman in season 3, Batman go down on Catwoman, And DC was all like, no, 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 we can't have Batman go down on Catwoman. It's going to spoil toy sales. And I'm like, how does the Harley Quinn show by itself not like damage toy sales? I mean, that just, unless you're talking adult toys. I mean, have you guys seen that show? It is not for children. I mean, it seems like it might be targeting like, you know, like 16-year-old girls to like early 20s girls, you know what I mean? But you know, like, so what? You're targeting people who are going to cosplay in the Harley Quinn outfit? I just, you know, I mean, I'm not exactly sure who their target audience is, but yeah. So DC is all upset right now and up in arms because they don't want Batman to, you know, lay at the Y, you might say, you know. I mean, there's worse things, I guess. You know, I mean, you could have Batman buggering, you know, Robin, you know, his little ward. They could have that going on. That was a scandalous comments that existed from the 60s episode when it was Burt Ward and Adam West. People used to, you know, joke about that. But of course, they never showed anything or emphasized anything or added anything on. It was just a really tasteless joke. So I'd love to hear what people's opinions are on that. So if you guys are interested in telling me, say something in the comments. You want to join the show, drop in, click the link, come on in, hang out. I am trying to tell people that we are, you know, in the middle of a show and they can come and hang out and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to do multiple things at the same time. I mean, multitasking is something I'm actually pretty good at, but the promoting and trying to hold a conversation with an audience simultaneously is very difficult, which is why I was always very, very appreciative of having co-hosts, because it made it a little bit easier to try and promote the show was live while they were talking to the guest or to each other or whatever, because yeah, it just works better that way. So when I'm doing it all by myself, it's kind of difficult to manage all of the above. So please excuse me if I seem distracted. Also tonight, if you are watching right now, you need to come back and go and visit the Laugh Therapy channel on YouTube. We are doing another episode tonight of Make 'em Laugh. It is going to be extremely fun and funny. It's, you know, it's a little 30-minute show where we have professional stand-up comedians come on and try to bust up the audience, as you know, as they come in as contestants. That should be a lot of fun. You know, last week was a gas. It was really fun. It was just too funny. We had some people come on as contestants, and they were just cracking up the comedians, and the comedians were cracking them up, and it went well. It went well. The show's doing good. I mean, the traffic's low because again, it's summer. We launched it in summer on purpose because summer has notoriously low traffic. And I figured it would give us a chance to bust off the cobwebs, you know, get the kinks out of the show, you know, before you know, it starts to really have a workload on it. Because, you know, once the workload exists, we'll have to, you know, go after more sponsors, and then we'll be more, you know, accountable. Right now, we do have a sponsor. Bobby Salazar's Salsa is our sponsor right now. Bobby Salazar is actually a chain of Mexican food restaurants in my area, but he has a salsa that's really good. And you know, if you are in California or Washington, I think even Oregon, Nevada, you might have access to it in the grocery store. I don't know if they sell it and ship it online. They probably should. I mean, it's really that good. But yeah, he is the sponsor of the show right now. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So, Captain Love, Chapter 3. Some of this stuff, I'll give you little hints. Let's just say Captain Love is going to run into a person from his past. Somebody you guys have not been introduced to yet. Well, actually, briefly, if you've read chapter 2, you understand, because it does say that he's going to go there. In chapter 2, it's Madame Mary. Mary runs a whorehouse that's basically like a floating hotel off the planet Saturn. So it's basically like a really small ship, space station that orbits Saturn. But it's really just kind of like a hotel. But it's not the regular kind of hotel. I mean, it is a brothel. And she has a favor that she needs from love. And yeah, so there's some fun love at a brothel scenes, which I'm just going to leave it there. You guys can use your imagination and get surprised when you read it. Also, there's a cool side story flashback where it talks about how Love and Mary met, and why he owes her a favor. And it's just a really you guys are gonna love it. I can't wait for you guys to read this. You're gonna be like, oh, this is cool. So, and then Heartless, it's very different than the Captain Love. I mean, they're not polar opposites, but they're very different series from each other. And the Heartless series is really coming along. It's the work that Pat is doing is just super cool. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys. I'm really excited for you guys to check that out. It's going to be awesome. I'm not just saying that because I wrote it. I mean, I'm saying that because it's really turning out better than I imagined, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, with that said, Pops, did your friend Frank get the link? You still hanging out there, Pops? Guess Pops decided to go look for his friend specifically. Yeah, so let's see, what can I tell you guys about? The other week I had a convention in here in the local area. It's called the Weekend Blender. That went really well. People just want Captain Love. I am just really happy. I can't wait until this COVID crap is completely over with and we get back to like normality with real conventions, because it's going to be nice to see what Captain Love can do at a full tilt official convention, not some small town off the side convention. I have a lot lined up if they do them this year. I mean, all the waiting list stuff I'm on, I should be able to get a lot of that done. So I'm excited to see how that happens. It would be nice to have Heartless ready too. That would be cool. So yeah, so if he must be away from his computer. Yeah, that's what that happens sometimes. He must be away from his computer. But yeah, so I don't know when we're going to launch the crowdfund for Heartless. I was thinking maybe doing it this year. I wanted to get Captain Love Chapter 3 out. Henry is an in-demand artist, and I'm not getting pages done as fast as I'm used to. It's just a little annoying and frustrating, and hopefully I'll convince him to step up his schedule so that we can get more done. But as it is right now, I'm just happy that I'm getting pages out. You know what I mean? And they get done from him. They go to the colorist, and then when Chapter 3 is done, I'll get it to you guys, and then you guys will be excited about it. Hopefully we won't have to do another winter campaign. I am so sick of doing winter campaigns. Nobody wants to buy anything because of Christmas. They're doing Christmas shopping. It's hard to sell comics. But basically that's been the scenario a few times for me. 2 to 3 times that I've done campaigns so far, that's been the scenario, and it just is not fun that way. I don't know if I want to sit on Chapter 3 and wait all the way around. So right now I'm thinking about the campaign for Heartless, and do I want to try and launch that before the fall time, give it a couple of months before, you know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, there's a few of you watching. What do you think? You know, do you think I should hold off? Do you think I should you know, get the Heartless campaign going and get that moving right away? What do you guys think? Comments, suggestions, advice, questions? Yeah, I know everybody seems to be streaming on Tuesday nights these days anyway. It gets to be a little bit crowded, you know what I mean? And then I try to pick an hour that's convenient for everybody, and it just, you know, it's not as convenient for everybody. So anyway, I do appreciate you guys for coming out. If you are interested in getting yourself some Captain Love, you can go to Indiegogo and search Captain Love. There will be 3 campaigns that come up. If you go and get Chapter 2, you can on there. You can get the Catch Me Up featured tier, which will allow you to pick up all the existing copies of the Captain Love series that's on the market right now. Now, the beauty of these is these are all first runs and they're collector item status because it is not possible to get them in comic book stores yet. And then when the all 6 of the chapters of Rise of the Pirate King is done, and Rise of the Pirate King is in graphic novel format to crowdfunders, then I'm going to release chapter 1 through 6 over a 6-month period in the comic book stores. That is the game plan. I don't know when that's going to happen. It may be a while because of the amount of time it is taking to get this thing done. I had actually intended to get it done a lot faster, put the money aside to aggressively get it done fast. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's you know, it's just getting done as it's getting done. I don't have control over you know, the artist's hands, so I must accept with what's getting done. Anyway, so there's that. Do you guys want to see a little bit of Heartless? Let's see. Can I bring something up? Let's see. What do we got here? You know what? I don't know why I did that. That was just silly. So let's see here. What can we bring up? You guys want to see some finished colors? All right, we'll do some finished colors because you guys are here. We're going to open this with, hey, come back here. Yeah. I don't want you running around. You're going to get hurt. You're just too small to be running around with all the big cats. They might step on you. Meow. Oh. So. Here we go. So we're going to share the screen. This is just going to be a quick little teaser for Heartless. Looking at the artwork of page 1 here. Right, so we got page 1. Come here, kitty. Yeah, Heartless is starts out in an intense battle scene, firefight. Really great work. Doodle's been kicking butt on this. I'm real happy with the work he's doing. Let's see here. Let's go to page 2, 3. What are we going to go to next? This is just slow. This is taking forever. Let's see. Let's go ahead and wait, hey, we got Hex. What is up, man? You want to talk about your project, Nephilim Squadron?
Oh, my mic. Sorry.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm good. How are you, man? Yeah, we'll continue with Heartless. Yeah, I wanted to hear more about that.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. So you're not like just talking to yourself about it.
I know. I hate that
on,
when that
on a
happens.
panel.
You know, it does happen sometimes, though. You know, you just see. Got a cat climbing down my back right here. This is.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in here.
Yeah. Well,
It's about
you're in
that
LA,
time.
right? Is it just the inside there? Because I mean, it's cooler in LA than it is here in Fresno, man.
Oh, yeah. It's just this house is badly insulated, and when it's hot, it's really hot. And when it's cold, it's freaking freezing. You know?
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of a older rustic place.
So this is another page from. This is actually page 3 from Heartless here. Screen.
Oh.
You know, I'm just really happy with Doodle's work. I mean, he's got a lot of just skill. I mean, considering Doodle's a young artist, I mean, he is trained. He went to school and stuff for it, but I mean, you would expect a young artist to be a lot more sloppy.
How young is he? Oh, no, doesn't sound good. How young is he?
He's only has like he has less than like 5 years, I believe, of illustration experience. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive then, really.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like him on books like this, I mean, he's only been doing those for a couple of years. So, yeah. So I'm really impressed with the skill. He's just going to get better and better over time.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Nam, from the 80s, that Marvel comic, the Nam.
Oh yeah. I actually only read one issue of that, but the artwork was real fun on that as well.
Yeah, I love that. It had the first 12 issues, the first story arc, and some of the characters died at the end, and some like left, and then I didn't bother with the new batch of characters that came in. So I only have the first 12 issues of the NAM.
Well, that's good though. The first 12 issues probably got to be valuable by now.
Yeah, it should be.
Especially if they're first run.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, there you go. See, you got some collector stuff going on there. Yeah, so I'm excited about this. It's going to be really cool. I mean, I think I'm going to be doing a crowdfund campaign for it. I want to give people an opportunity to get it. You know what I mean?
Oh, so were you thinking otherwise to just direct sales from?
Well, I was actually thinking. Oh, see, no, the overall plan is to give away 100,000 copies, right? So, I mean, that's the plan, right? Is that we're going to make the book, and then I want to give away 100,000 copies. I want to sell it as well, but I mean, I want to get the book in the hands of soldiers, and overseas. I want to get it in the hands of prisoners. Kids in foster homes and in group homes and like halfway houses where guys are like in recovery, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Get back into society. Because the overall arching part of the story is that the main character, Heartless, has to battle his own demons to face the demons that are that he actually has to face. So he has to face his inner demons to face the external demons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great concept.
Yeah, so it's a really good story for men who are like looking for like direction in their life. So so I want to get the book into hands like that. You know what I mean?
That sounds really inspired. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, it's going to be a cheesy answer because I don't think that I came up with it. I kind of think I was blessed with it. because I was just working on the Captain Love series, and and then I've had a whole bunch of other little side ideas that popped up over the days, but this one came from a different place, man. This one came from like a like a seriously, like people would say, if you're a Christian, you would say it came from the Spirit. You know what I mean? It really, it can't. And then it's one of the reasons why I got my butt back in church, and started, doing more stuff with the church, and volunteering, and why I did that fast and all that kind of stuff is because the Heartless character has to walk the walk so that he can deliver on, you know what I mean, on being able to whoop butt with demons. So I was like, what, if I'm going to have to write a character that walks the walk, I got to actually, put my money where my mouth is. And,
40 days in the desert.
right, exactly. So, I did the 20 days of fasting, and, and I mean, and I've got my focus a little bit more squared away where it should be. And, I haven't been able to spend as much time online doing comics and that kind of stuff and promoting, because I've been giving a lot of time to the church and other things as well. But, so speaking of other things, you were terrific on Make 'Em Laugh last week, man.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment.
That was a lot of fun. I'm glad you showed up. I hope
it was fun.
back,
yeah,
man. That was a lot of fun.
It's nice to see new comedians. Well, I've never seen them before. But
yeah, well, they're local to
comedians.
my area. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Sparkle's a really good friend of mine, and she's naturally talented and funny. And kind of easy on the eyes, and that works for her benefit. And then Patrick is a hilarious stand-up comedian. I mean, he's hilarious. I've seen his routine a few times now, and it's like, oh man, those are just funny jokes. And you were there with Anushka and Mike, and I met them at a clean comedy night. I do that because I don't know how clean it really was. Clean comedy night in a town near here called Dinuba. And so I invited them to get connected to the show, and they did. And so I don't know who the comics are tonight. I honestly don't. Patrick is the one that's in charge of booking the comics. Mm-hmm. So I tend to get surprised sometimes, like who's gonna be laying into it. But man, it's gonna be fun. You should come back tonight and try. Piper, Greater Point 5 Piper.
Yeah,
I think she's going to come and be a contestant tonight too. I contacted her, and she seemed excited about it. I feel like I'm stacking the audience right now, inviting people directly and communicating. But I've noticed that there's like a lot of people that watch the show live, especially on Facebook, but they're just too chicken to get involved. You know what I mean?
I see.
And I can understand, because if you've never put yourself on camera,
I'm
an
old pro now.
Right. Other than like a Zoom meeting or whatever, you know what I mean?
This is a public forum, though.
This is a public forum, and people are going to be harassing you.
Yeah,
they're going to be going after your weaknesses if they can find them.
Yeah, I found out mine last week.
You did really good.
I am really a nerd. Big black nerd.
And then the other dude that was on, who was the contestant before you, he was cracking jokes back at them. That was great.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see what happens tonight. I don't know who's going to be there, what's going to happen, but if you come back, that'd be great. You know what I mean? I'll try and get you in. If I see you in the backstage, I'll slip you in for a rematch. You know what I mean?
Right. Sounds good.
Yeah. You see here, it says here, have I ever seen Hex open a wine bottle?
You know what? When I close my campaign on the 30th, the night of the 30th, I'm gonna make sure I have a corkscrew. So,
how did you do it the first time? What was the?
I was on Red Valkyrie, and I had a bottle of wine, but I don't drink much anymore. and I I realized we don't have a corkscrew in the house.
So would you use a knife, a fork? What did
A
you do?
nail.
A nail?
I hammered a nail into the cork and then twisted it out.
Did it work? Was it effective, or did the cork just get destroyed and get all in?
Oh no, I was very careful. It came out. I pulled it out slowly, and yeah, I wanted to make sure I didn't embarrass myself on camera. Well, it was too late by then because I was I was like crawling around on the floor looking for. I don't remember what I was doing. I was already one bottle deep at that point.
So you already had a bottle in you.
Yeah.
I got you. So then it was just adventure at that point.
Yeah.
Hey, do you got something you want to share? I'll share the screen if you want to share something.
Well, I've got the Nephilim Squadron in demand on Indiegogo. That's my comic, and that's going to close. It's going to be closing. Let me share this. Closing June 30th, the night of June 30th.
Apparently, Pops enjoyed it. He said it was great TV. So, hey, in December, listen, man, in December, I will be at the LA Comic-Con pushing Captain Love. And if you can't go, you know what I mean, to the LA Comic-Con, then let's find a way. I'm going to try and get everybody who's in the LA area to try and do like a meetup at that time.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about it.
We can all like go to a restaurant or something, or a bar or wherever, and just all hang out and catch up. And that I think that would be I think that would be good. You know what I mean? That would be pretty cool for everybody to that's California, especially the SoCal area. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we don't get a lot of representation. I'll use that word. The West Coasters, Californians, not so much.
Everyone thinks that we're super liberal or something. You know what I mean? Like hard lefties.
Yeah, Matt Burke is here. From Metal Movies and Brewskis.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jay Krager. He's out here in Southern California.
Scotsman.
Is he Scotsman?
Yeah.
I thought he was in Arizona or something.
No, he's a Southern California guy. I
believe. Oh no way! I had no idea.
I think Ink Spot's his too.
What?
Yeah.
I thought. Well, that's good. They're more than I thought then.
Yeah, there's quite a few. So like when it gets close to the event, I'm gonna definitely try and get everybody to coordinate a spot in that's hopefully near the hotel I'm staying at, because if I'm drinking, I don't want to be where I'm at.
There's Joe King of Slaughter Squad. He's out here close by.
Yes,
there's a new guy I recently met who's got a mailing list up and about to launch a campaign. He's in LA, and I'll be interviewing him on my Toxic Cringe stream with No Chill when I return to that.
Toxic Cringe.
Yeah. Have you seen any of those?
I don't.
By the way, people,
I might have. I wouldn't know it by the name.
Yes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks, out there. Hex Island Comics. I do a semi-weekly stream, usually on Sundays, sometimes Saturdays, where I talk to creators and we, shoot the stuff, talk about their stuff, and but I've been fine-tuning it. Now I'm going to make it just one-on-ones. Before it was 2 or 3 creators, sometimes one creator, but I'm refining it to just talking to one creator at a time.
Yeah.
Because I know when I'm on a stream where I'm featured, and I like to let the interview breathe, and I like being on with other people, but when I'm talking about my stuff, I'm like, I'm on the clock. I want to make sure the other person has enough time to for their pitch and everything.
There's so many people. There's so many people that do comic book shows now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's actually a running joke. I was cracking up because I was watching the news this weekend, right?
Mm.
because I basically have the news on my TV regularly, because I don't really watch the TV. You know what I mean? I kind of just have it as background noise.
Right. It's
So
company.
yeah, so the news is pretty reliable of just being, like you can, look at it for 3 minutes and you're good. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, but I was glancing at it, and they were talking about, they made a reference to a comic book nerd show or comic book nerd podcast, and I'm like, oh, what? We're getting famous?
There are thousands of them.
There used to be a handful, and now there are hundreds.
I know. We're coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, it gets to a point to where it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? I think that this show. I think that we're probably going to take a break for the summer,
Mm.
because summer's a bad time for for internet broadcasting. Um, and I need to start being a
Mm.
guest
No,
on people's
particularly
shows.
this summer because
What's that? Especially this summer,
particularly this summer because people
right?
are going to be raring to go
Everybody wants out of the house.
out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I noticed that the viewership across the board dropped as soon as the release of masks and you can go out and do stuff in California. Like
Hmm.
like it was like, everybody's watching streams, and then now like nobody is watching. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Except for the real popular streamers. You know what I mean? They still have audience. Um, but yeah, I think that I need to spend more time on other people's streams, supporting their stream, and being a guest on occasionally, because I spend so much time trying to keep this one going that you know what I mean. I think that I neglect myself and my own product pretty severely.
uh, yeah.
So tell us about your book, man. Why should we get it?
Oh yes, you have to get this book. This is a very special edition of a saga that's still a bigger saga yet to come. Nephilim Squadron Chapter One is a 32-page black and white comic book, and it's if you're a fan of the old anime space operas from the 80s, or even if you're not, I recommend this book. Uh, Shows like Macross from the 80s, uh, Yamato, and Neon Genesis Evangelion from like a couple of decades ago. Uh, this has that sort of flavor. It's not exactly anime or manga. It's inspired by it, I would say. And also inspired by Heavy Metal magazine and the exotic science fiction found within those pages. It's a cross between thematically between and visually between Heavy Metal magazine and manga pretty much. But the story is it's about the personal journey of a clone pilot and his desire to find a soul during a far-flung future war in the 28th century. And the basic premise is that there is a planet colonized by humans, and over generations, they have established a civilization, and have also been fighting a war with the strange native species that inhabit the planet. But that was never supposed to happen because, in order for humans to colonize planets, they have like the Star Trek Prime Directive, where you know uh, if you're going to colonize, there shouldn't be any intelligent sentient species there already, but that wasn't the case here. And since this war with the native species has been going on with the human civilization, has piqued piqued the interest of a third party, the Sol Interstellar Forces, and Interstellar Forces are a Star Trek Federation like organization, and they've been sent to this planet to help prosecute the war for the humans who are almost being wiped out. and also to find out how and why this has happened, that these strange, rapidly evolving species have started a war with the humans. And so that's the background of the story. And the first chapter is just an intro into the world, and you see the aliens are attacking a city occupied by human beings, and then the Soul Interstellar Forces come in and send out their fighters to protect the city. And there's a spectacular aerial dogfight scene. In here in this campaign, I have the first 14 pages I'm showing in black and white, and the printed version will be an enhanced black and white version of this. And after this page, is another spectacular double page spread, which I love to show people. But the rest of the book is just fantastic. And also there's a sexy print in thrown in with the every physical backing. And here are the bios of some of the characters in this large ensemble cast, and the strange looking aliens that are very, very interesting. The authority of the Soul Interstellar Forces, and some wild card characters who are pivotal to the plots later on. I've also got some stretch goals, which included trading cards from guest artists who were doing their versions of my characters, not from Nephilim Squadron, but characters from a mobile game that used to be attached to this campaign. But I removed the artwork from that to focus on the book. However, if you back the sketch card tiers here, then those unlocked guest trading cards are included.
Ooh.
And quickly, let's the feature tier. I was reprimanded about the pricing of my feature tier. I was told it should be higher.
Usually feature tier has got to be, somewhere between, 40 and $100. Be a good place.
So you people are lucky out there. You so lucky you're getting away with murder here if you get this feature tier. The sketch card commission tier includes the comic Nephilim Squadron Chapter 1 and a black and white commission of any pop culture fictional character of your choice, and the pinup and the guest cards. And you see these cards here. These are not cards. They were much bigger. But I did these a long time ago, and just but I can do something like that for you on a smaller scale. And time's up. No. And also the digital version will be in color. And I have I'm not done with it. It's going to be unlocked next month. But here I have a quick sample of page 3 in color here, just so people can get a gist of the strange alien planet we're dealing with. It's going to be a very colorful book.
Nice.
And on this tier, this is the comic and pinup, no frills, just the standalone tier with none of the stretch goal items. Only $8. And the sketch card, another sketch card tier is the Nephilim Squadron characters. I'm offering 10 sketch cards of characters who appear in Chapter 1. And on the same deal here, with it comes with the comic and the pinup, and there's the stretch goal cards. I'm offering an extra sketch card at checkout if you want, of any character you want. And also, the digital's available at checkout as well.
Sweet.
And and I'm working on a video.
At checkout, he does mean like as an add-on. So
as an add-on, yeah.
When you're buying your thing, you look for the add-ons, and you can hook that up.
Yeah.
So go there and on Indiegogo and look for a Nephilim Squadron and Nephilim Squadron
Nephilim.
and
Oh, yeah, and also yes, like I said, the this is a just a sort of a teaser campaign to the big one that's coming next month, which is this Nephilim Squadron Volume One, and this is going to be chapters 1 through 3 in color in an 80-page graphic novel.
nice.
So Volume One is a mind-bending hard science fantasy graphic novel. Uh-huh. Welcome to the planet Tamarin 12, where human colonists clash with the exotic native species in a struggle for survival. With orders from the home system of Earth, the sole interstellar forces are sent to the planet to solve this unwieldy conflict. And it features 3 chapters in full color. Nephilim Squadron is a war epic that takes place in the 28th century. The story focuses on a clone pilot who desires a soul only to find that fate sees otherwise. Yes. So go out there and please sign up. I'm going to have a special day one launch trading card for backers. And so far, I'm trying to get a premier guest artist for that. I'm still working on it. And there you have it.
A premier guest artist?
Yeah, like someone, one of those artists who don't return your DMs because they're too big, right?
Oh,
even though you're following each other on Twitter.
that's horrible.
Mm. And it's okay. I got plenty of time for. There's plenty of time.
I was looking for the volume 1 in the search. It's not coming up.
Oh, it should both come up for me, but
oh, there it is. I had to search. I had to add volume 1 to it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, really?
All right, so
both of them come up when I just type in Nephilim.
Yeah, that's what I tried first. It didn't let me. So. All right, so here we are. This is the chapter 1.
Yes, with 97 backers. I'd love to get to 100 backers by the time this whole thing's done, or surpass that even by the end of the month. And oh yes, and it would be great to unlock at least one more guest trading card by hitting a $3,000 mark. And that's still possible. We've got 15 days. 15 days.
What happens in 15 days? You close it out or what?
Well, yeah, closing it down for good. Because this is just a special, collector's edition that'll never be offered again.
I hate when I do that. Sometimes I'll forget to put a space between the message and the link, and it messes it up. So that link is in there twice, everybody. All right. Well, we are at 5:50 my time, which is 8:50 East Coast, but we're on the West Coast, so it's 5:50 our time. I actually need to run over to the Make 'em Laugh studio area and deliver them some Bobby Salazar salsa. They have it for the show. And I hope I see you there, man. I hope you we'll get you in that for a rematch.
Right on. I'm just gonna walk the dog and I'll get on over there.
Yeah, and if you win, we will get you some. There's actually you'll have a choice between an actual gift card, and then we'll also get you some salsa.
No, all right.
Yeah. But you gotta win.
So that means think about dead puppies.
If that helps.
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr naked, whatever works for you, man.
Oh, done.
All right, man.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for dropping in, buddy. And hopefully I'll see you a little bit later. Obviously, I'll be behind the scenes, but because I'm not a star on that show, I just produce it. So, Anyway.
All right, Drew.
Take care, man,
Yeah.
and you stay cool, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, and yeah, I'll see you soon.
Everybody, thanks for coming and joining us tonight, and we hope that you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you around. Until next
Ciao.
time.